This is Channel 4.
Hey, you.
Who, me?
Come with us. Hey, you.
Who, me?
Come on. Over here. Come on, let's go. People say we're not doing anything about unemployed youngsters, but we are. We're doing something constructive, something practical, something positive. It's a plan that offers a genuine alternative, and it's called the Government YTS. The Youth Termination Scheme, because we don't like young people.
Gentlemen, I'm sorry, some sad news. We regret to inform you that the injury to the Queen Mother's leg has ruled her out of the England game versus Turkey next month.
And still with sport, medical experts have advised Joe Bugner to quit boxing after discovering he has a cauliflower brain.
And some more news from down under. Ian Botham has just achieved his best score so far in Australia. And he's doing quite well in the test match, too.
And we'll be looking at the growing unofficial backstreet sports. After dwarf throwing, we'll take a look at Bonnie Langford throwing. Should it be made illegal? Or compulsory? We'd also be featuring live cockfighting. In the blue corner, Rambo the Rooster. And in the red corner, Philip Pope. How you feeling, Phil?
Quite low confident, Rory.
Well, that's odd, because the chicken's 5-4 on favourite. We'll be back with a big fight later, plus more minority sports such as Pekingese pummelling and folk singer stoning. But first, advice for school leavers.
Yes, last week we showed you the perfect job interview technique and how to get the boot polish off your tongue afterwards. But this week you're through the interview, so just how do you interpret those employers' replies, for example?
May I say how much you've impressed us during this interview, and of course we'll be notifying you in writing.
Means no.
We'll be in touch.
No.
You're on our shortlist.
No chance.
We're looking for someone a bit more qualified.
You're thick.
To be frank, we feel you're a little bit too overqualified.
You make me look thick.
I'm afraid that vacancy was filled just moments ago.
You're black.
You're a bit overqualified, and that vacancy was filled just moments ago.
Fancy a black person having passed all those exams.
Congratulations, you've got the job.
Your uncle's a mason, like me.
And now an apology. Last week's show contained 2 offensive references to the Welsh. We're very sorry about this. It should, of course, have been 5 offensive references to the Welsh. And we'll try and get back up to quota this week.
There now follows a government warning. The only way to ensure that sex is safe is to use a condom. This man didn't use a condom. Don't end up like him. You know it makes sense.
Now, you do understand exactly what this scheme entails.
Yes, we do, and we want to go ahead.
Good. Mrs. Chambers, you will be inseminated, and...
We wanted to ask you, how exactly is the insemination administered?
Oh, that's fairly straightforward. Your wife will be inseminated by Barry here. Barry's a lifeguard.
Well, I'm not sure we should rush into this. After it's a big step having children. I'm not sure that we're emotionally responsible.
Don't be so silly, darling. I mean, we can't wait forever, can we? When do we start?
Maybe adoption is more socially responsible. I mean, there's a lot of unhappy kids out there.
But then it wouldn't be ours, would it? I mean, yours and mine.
And Barry's. No, I was expecting some sort of arrangement of test tubes that would...
Come on, love, come on. It's just a practical thing to give us a child. I mean, it's not your fault that your sperm are bad swimmers.
All of Barry's sperm can swim at least 60 lengths.
Yes, I can see that. I just don't like the idea of your sleeping with a total stranger, that's all.
But he's not a total stranger, is he? I mean, we've been formally introduced.
I just don't like it.
Darling, it's just a medical thing. You're letting your male pride get in the way of us. And how long have we wanted a child? It's all right. He says yes.
Good.
I've always wanted babies.
Right. How many?
382. Oh dear, Channel 4. Once again, we are subjected to the permissive propaganda that sex is something frivolous that we can joke about. When will people learn that the act of sex in itself is nothing unless it is accompanied by that important little word which is too often forgotten these days? And that word, of course, is guilt. Let us not forget God expressly created sex so that two people who loved each other could wake up in the knowledge that they had together become tainted and very, very, very dirty. May I say how it fills my heart with joy to see how Mother Nature is rectifying this situation by creating lots of deadly diseases which wipe out sex maniacs and perverts. Isn't nature wonderful? The way she just wipes clean the work surface of our planet like some benevolent J-cloth. So, pull your socks up, Channel 4, or else you'll all get killed.
Hello, and welcome once again to Review Time. And this week, Phil's popped along to see Shanghai Surprise, starring Madonna and Sean Penn. Phil, what did you think?
Well, like the rest of the audience, I was riveted to my seat.
Really?
It was the only way they could keep us in the cinema.
Yeah, sounds really exciting. I've been to see Phantom of the Opera.
Oh, what's that like?
Oh, it's terrific. It's got an amazing plot. It's about a young girl singer who's plucked out of the chorus and turned into a star by an incredibly ugly composer.
Wonder where Andrew Lloyd Webber got an idea like that.
Absolutely no idea, Phil. Next week, we'll be looking at a new, highly critical book about the Falklands War, which has been heavily censored by the government, and that book's called The.
Hello, darling. I'm sorry I'm late. Why are you sitting in the dark? You know, don't you? I don't know why I thought I could hide it from you. Christ. Must have been stupid. You know me better than I know myself. Perhaps that was the trouble. I felt possessed. Trapped. Then along came Tom and he was my scapegoat, I suppose. No, please. Let me finish, Gerald.
I love him, you see. When I'm with him, I'm the real me. We laugh, we talk, we make love. Sex is perfect. I want a divorce. There. Finished. What have you got to say?
Yeah, I think the pitch for the muesli campaign's going to work like a dream. Anyway, first things first, how's New York? Tell you what, let's talk over lunch. Zanzibar, 12 o'clock, yeah? Yeah, hang on. Yeah?
Is this, Peters, Bennett and Jones advertising agency?
Yeah, actually, you need reception. Jenny!
Are you the advertising copywriter?
Yeah, sure. I don't understand.
That is the steering wheel of the mean street machine, speed, style and comfort of the car of tomorrow.
Well?
Mine crashed yesterday.
Well, of course, we don't make them, we only advertise.
The brakes failed. My wife got killed.
Sorry, something's cropped up, I'll call you back. If you read the ad carefully, you'll see that our strategy was aimed at stressing the comfort, the all-round comfort factors, and not stressing the brakes at all. Jenny!
Cleardol anti-dandruff shampoo.
Come again?
Cleardol anti-dandruff shampoo. The revolution in anti-dandruff treatment. Gets to the root of the problem. Helps you keep a clear head. Works within days. It's taken my bloody face off.
Have you got an appointment, actually?
Do you know what it's like to be horribly disfigured?
No.
Do you want to find out?
No, look, I can...
Gibson's electric dog groomer.
You don't believe it?
Grooms dogs in seconds without making the fur fly. This was my little Sammy!
Did you read the instructions?
I brought the rope. All right, let's string him up.
Oh, good idea, I'll watch.
By grass lawnmowers.
Here he is.
I'll tie his hands.
Right.
Whiz-cut chainsaws.
He's over here.
I can only watch, I'm afraid. Is that all right?
That's all right, yeah. Look, I think you're all displaying a rather naive attitude towards the advertiser's role in society. I mean, no one's actually forcing people to buy the products, are they? I mean, no one's saying that such and such an aftershave is going to get you laid, definitely, are they? I mean, it's just a funny image. It's a laugh, isn't it? Isn't it?
This is a very nice bit of rope.
Yeah, I got it from Newton's.
Newton's?
Super value at only £2.99.
Oh.
Newton's rope. Strong enough to hang an advertising copywriter.
And now news just in from Los Angeles, California, where Frank Sinatra has gone into hospital for an operation to remove several large malignant Italians from his past.
And after serious breach of police regulations, 67 senior officers have been suspended for reading a book.
It's very easy to knock, isn't it? Later on in the show, we'll be looking at...
Say.
It's very easy to knock the police, isn't it? It's very right on, man. No wonder there's so much crime about. It's a lawless society we're living in, you know. Anyway, later on in the show...
Oh, just because your car got broken into.
That's nothing to do with it.
Just because you had a cassette stolen.
2 cassettes, actually.
Well, don't worry, Rory, because you're bound to get them back. No one's going to be able to offload Steel Eye Span in 1980.
That's not the point, is it, Julia? The point is that crime stalks the streets. I blame that programme, what's it called, where they reenact crimes?
Crime Watch.
Crime Watch, that's right. Why is it that people only ever report crimes that are featured on Crime Watch? I was watching it the other day and somebody phones up and says, "Hello, Crime Watch, about that stabbing in Stepney 3 weeks ago. I saw that. It happened just on my doorstep." Yeah. I didn't like to report it at the time. I thought I'll wait till it crops up on your show. Yes, then I can talk to that nice Nick Ross. I like him, yes. Oh, by the way, I saw a man in the bank with a sawn-off shotgun. Oh, dear, that must have been 2 years ago now. And while I remember, he just shot somebody right in the express till.
You're so paranoid, Rory.
I'm not paranoid, Julia. Where's my pen? I definitely came onto the set with a pen. I did. It's one of you lot, isn't it? It's one of you lot, isn't it? It's what are you sniggering? Come on. Yeah, stand up. Stand up. Stand up. On your seat. On your seat. Get on your seat. Get on your seat. No. Put your hands up. Put your hands up.
It's really embarrassing. You can't
Somebody has definitely got my pen. Is that it? No. No.
I'm really sorry.
It's bigger than that. I used to have a shirt like that. That is my shirt. That is definitely my shirt.
You know that's your shirt.
Because whenever I wore it, people used to say, Rory, why are you wearing that ridiculous shirt? Come on, take it off.
Right, that's my lot for the day. I'm off indoors.
Stand fast up, man. Get back to your post.
Oh, not in this sun, Sarge. I've been out here 2 hours already.
You stay where you are, or I'll have you shot.
I'll have to go in, Sarge. This is only my first week, remember?
Yeah, Sarge, he's only got a factor 2 on.
Yeah, little and often. That's the way to do it.
Otherwise, he's really going to suffer in the morning, Sarge.
Right.
I mean, even with a little cloud cover like that, the ultraviolet light, it first came here is...
Quiet, Rex! Quiet! You. Get that thing off your nose now.
I know, Sarge. In this sun, my nose is murder.
Now, Arsene! Now listen. This is the British Army, not a bleeding holiday camp.
Everything all right, Sergeant?
Sir, I was just telling... Sir, could I have a quiet word, please?
Certainly, Sergeant. That's what I'm here for.
It's about maintaining discipline, sir.
Yours?
You have to lead by example, sir.
Absolutely, Sergeant. Would you mind just moving a little bit? Your shadow's falling across me, thank you.
Well, it's about the uniform, sir, you see.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very important symbol of authority. It must be worn at all... Corporal Prescott!
Sarge!
What is that?
Oh, that's a tequila sunrise, Sarge. I think I've already done a grenadine on that one. That's a banana tequila.
Look, you lot, we're fighting a war! Any minute now, 5,000 Zulus are going to come charging over the...
Yes, good arrows.
What happened to sound since you were a baby? Since you started out, has its freshness disappeared? Perhaps dulled by cheap hi-fi, sounding muffled and flat. Then one day, you hear a JVC MIDI system. High performance, bright and exciting. And it's like hearing sound again for the first time. The JVC MIDIs, born-again sound.
To be or not to be, that is the question whether it's nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows by race.
Hello, I'm Professor Heinz Ward. This is John Dodds, who claims to be the fastest talking actor in the country. Hamlet's soliloquy in 30 seconds. Very good. However, this is the Epson LQ 2500, one of the fastest dot matrix printers in the world. Hamlet's soliloquy in just 13 seconds. And thankfully, the Epson is word perfect. Thank you, John. A bit hammy, but a nice try.
G'day. They could have put the target a bit nearer the beer tent. Lucky I packed the reserve. One pull on the ripcord, and the liquid lifesavers free falling down your throat. Truth. He's done his basic training down under. Hope he's not spilling the in-flight entertainment. What a ripper. Formation crop spraying.
Foster's, the amber nectar.
Many successful businesses now have HOBs, home and office banking. Before that, you had to phone the bank or get a statement to find out about your account. You had money lying around earning no interest. You had to pay all your bills by check, and once the bankers had gone home, you couldn't find out anything. But not now. If you don't have hobs, you could be wasting your money, or your boss's money, which is even more serious. Wherever you bank, call 01200 0200 now for details of hobs from Bank of Scotland.
There's a good deal at your electricity board shop.
Buy now, pay February.
On slimline storage heaters
Buy now, pay February.
that run on Economy 7 and selected top-name heaters.
Buy now, pay February.
At your electricity board shop.
Is Keith Draper, one of the younger ministers brought into the cabinet in the last reshuffle, specifically to present the government's social policies in a more caring way. Now, Minister, some people would say that's an uphill task you face.
Well, not really, because it's the plain fact that this is indeed a caring government. I've said this many times before, but it bears repeating. We've built more hospitals, more schools than any previous administration, and we've done that because we care very deeply. We are extremely concerned about... Oh, bollocks, we don't care. Oh, I can't keep this up. Interview after bloody interview. We don't give a monkey's toss, and why should we? There, said it. God, that feels better.
Yeah, Minister, I'm sure that some of our viewers would be alarmed to hear you
Oh,
saying
good,
that.
we'll let them. If you don't like it, then tough titty. I'm in the government, you're not. Got that? Oh, I work every bloody hour God sends, and all you do is sit in front of your telly whinging, oh, why doesn't the government help me? I'm old, I'm sick, I live in Sunderland. Well, I don't. And if I had my bloody way, I'd pour you all down a bloody mine shaft and cover it in with concrete or something. Oh, what about the unemployed?
Yes, Minister.
I'd boil them down for glue.
Thank you, Minister, for coming along. And now, Rory.
We've just heard some new government advice for senior citizens on how to conserve energy. When you go to bed at night, don't forget to switch off your pacemakers.
Now look, Peters, why don't you do yourself a favour, eh, son? Just tell us who your mates are, and we can all have a nice cup of tea and go to bed. We'll find out their names sooner or later, son. So why don't you do yourself some good, eh, by helping us? Cigarette. Think about it, son. What would they do in your position? Would they help you? Like hell they would. So why should you do them any favours, eh?
Yes, I would like a cigarette, thanks. Oh, thank you very much.
Names, Peters. We just want their names, that's all.
Have a light, if that's not asking too much.
What is the matter with you?
There's nothing the matter with me. I'm not the one who only offers his cigarettes to criminals, am I?
We are supposed to be conducting a police investigation.
Oh, we are
Yes, we are.
We? We are supposed to be conducting an investigation, are we? You could have fooled me. I've been able to get a word in edgeways.
You want to ask him a question? Go on, ask
No,
him a question.
no,
Ask him a question.
You do it, come on.
All right, son. Let's start again, shall we?
Not if I have to be the nasty one.
Oh, so we're back to that, are we?
Whenever there's a suspect, I always have to be the nasty one. Why? You always be the nice one. Why? What's so nice about you, eh? Eh? Do you think he's nice? You see? Even he's not fooled. He's just a stupid thug, no offence.
You want to be the nice one? Go on then, be the nice one. Go on, be the nice one. Just get on with it. Go on.
I like to be the nice one.
Yes? Just get on with it.
Right, Peters. Where did you go for your holidays?
Oh, my God.
Right,
If you're going to criticise, I'm going home.
No, please.
I've had enough of this.
No, stop, please. I didn't mean it. I was pretending. I was being the nasty one.
You were?
Yeah, that was my character.
But you're supposed to be nasty to him, not to me.
Yeah, I know. I'm not very good at it. I'm sorry. I'm out of practice. I actually thought it was a really good idea, you asking him where he went on his holidays. It sort of lulled him into a false sense of security. It's very good. Very good.
Oh, thanks. OK, Peters. We'll try again. Where did you go for your holidays? It was Torquay, wasn't it, eh? Or was it somewhere hot, like Greece? The Greek islands? Benidorm! It was Benidorm, wasn't it? Or was it Tunisia?
Actually, I think you're getting a little bit sidetracked.
Right, that is it. If you're going to stand over my shoulder, okay, everything I do,
Standing over your shoulder. It's not going very well, is it?
No, it's not.
Shall we go back to the old routine and kick the shit out of him?
Right, yeah. I'll tie him up, you get the baseball bats.
Yeah, all right. Well, you get the baseball bats.
Oh, no, I got them last time.
I got them last time.
Oh, come on, I got them
And the time before
and who cleaned
that.
up the panda card? It's not you. I'll get the bloody baseball bats.
And later on, we'll be looking at the very latest military technology, the highly sophisticated intelligent missile that will only attack Swansea. But first, the increasingly popular synchronised swimming. Let's meet the British Olympic hope in training. Hello, Sharon Hall. Hello. Hello, Sharon.
Hello, Rory.
Perhaps if you took the nose clip off.
Hello, Rory.
Sharon, perhaps you could explain to us what do you need for the training in synchronised swimming?
Oh, well, yes, Rory. In America, we would have the gymnasium, the indoor swimming pool, the outdoor swimming pool, the sauna, and the attached medical research clinic.
I see. And in Britain, we've got the bucket.
Yes. Although it is quite a new bucket.
Yeah, it's lovely, yeah. Now, synchronised swimming is a sort of underwater gymnastics. It's a sort of underwater gymnastics of the type that was made popular in the States in the 70s by Teddy Kennedy. Now, perhaps you could tell us what the key technique is.
Oh, yes, Rory. Well, of course, the facial expression is very important.
And now, how do you achieve that?
Oh, that's very difficult, you see, because you have to empty your mind completely. But I've found in training that thinking about Howard's Way helps me a great deal.
Is there anything else you need for the event?
Yes, Rory, the walk to the pool is very important, can gain you points if I may demonstrate.
Yes. Yeah, that's marvellous. Can you tell me, how do you achieve that?
Well, Rory, at the moment I'm clenching a 20p coin between my buttocks.
Good. One final question that everyone would like to ask about synchronised swimming is, why?
I'm sorry, Rory, if I stop to think about what I'm doing, my smile disappears and I'll drop the coin.
Thank you. Well, we'll be auctioning that 20p later on in the show. Sharon Hall.
Coming soon on Channel 4, a major 12-part drama series that will rock the nation. The Queen Mother's Leg. You'll see the public side, the private side, the pain, the pleasure. In The Queen Mother's Leg, an Alistair Burnett production.
I've got to go.
No, please, just 2 more minutes, come on.
I'm at work.
Look, I'll stay here, I'll be really, really quiet, honestly. Okay?
You promise?
Yeah.
This is the shipping forecast issued by the Meteorological Weather Office at 1700. There are warnings of gales in Vikings, North Utsira, South Utsira, Forties, Cromarty, Dogger, Fisher, German Bight, Humber, Thames, Dover, Finisterre, Fair Isle, Faroes, and Southeast Iceland. The general synopsis at midday: complex low, north and northern sea 90, moving rather quickly northeast, deepening 984 by midday tomorrow. Low Portugal 1006. Expected Biscay 1010 by the same time. Atlantic low moving steadily southwest. Expected 500 miles west of area Rockall 968. Now, the area forecasts for the next 24 hours. Viking, North Utsira, South Utsira, Forties. Cyclonic, becoming northwesterly 7 to severe gale 9, decreasing 4. Showers, moderate or good. And that is the end of the shipping forecast.
Being shot dead while doing the shipping forecast is just one of the many problems people have been writing to me about. I have a letter here from a Mr. Brown of Swindon who writes, "Dear Rory, my doctor tells me I drink too much, but I can't face the thought of giving it up altogether. What do you suggest?" Well, Mr. Brown, why don't you do what I do, and that is to ration yourself strictly to 1 glass of wine with each meal. Then the problem is, how do you fit in 37 meals a day? I've got a letter here from a depressed of Aberystwyth. Well, of course you're depressed if you live in Aberystwyth. And finally, a perceptive letter from Mr. Perkins of Southampton, who writes, "I'd just like to say how inappropriate I thought it was that the latest generation of the Osmond family should be allowed into this country during Remembrance Week. Have we forgotten the millions who suffered the first time?"
Following the Knowsley North by-election, political analysts all agree that the impressive vote for the Liberals was due to an incredibly ugly Labour candidate. We were going to do a profile of him, but he hasn't got one.
Now, this should take your mind off your chest pains.
You got an appointment?
Help me! I've got the plague.
There's a lot of it about. There's a waiting list, you know.
Swab! Swab! Oh, thank you. Fear not, my child. There's a place for you in heaven.
Father!
For a fee? It's a small contribution towards church funds will ensure your sins are absolved.
But I am free from sin.
Let's see, shall we? Avarice?
No.
Lust?
No.
Blasphemy?
No. Jesus bloody Christ!
Blasphemy?
So what are you in here for, then?
I'm having me demons out.
Oh, dear. The old demonectomy, eh?
Yeah.
I got vapours on the spleen.
Oh, dear.
And evil humours in the head.
I've got evil humours in the foot. How did that happen? Well, it's this new game, it's football, you see. You kick a pig's bladder around.
So what went wrong?
Well, I think we should have taken out the pig first.
I want to be sitting at God's right hand.
Ooh, prime position, that. He's already got a whole host sitting on his right hand. He's run out of fingers, actually.
So, it's football then?
Yeah.
You score goals by kicking the pig's bladder with your foot?
That's right, yeah. Except in the Spanish colony of Argentina, where you do it with your hand.
I might be able to squeeze you in somewhere near his elbow.
Oh, at last I shall be in heaven with my dear deceased husband.
Well, I can't put you together, I'm afraid. I might be able to put you in opposite aisles, but...
Bring out your dead! Bring out your dead!
I'm not dead yet!
Oh, God, there's always one, isn't there? Suppose that means I'll be working late again?
Yeah. What are they doing in bed 8?
They're fitting a chastity belt.
But it's a bloke.
A very, very modern marriage, apparently.
All right.
So, 200 guineas. Right. How long do you want to go for?
Well, for all eternity.
Open-ended booking. There's always someone after the rooms, you see. I can do you a nice package, 2 weeks in heaven, and a nice little Hawaiian evening on the last night, and then down to hell. Now, there I can do a choice.
Not hell!
Smoking or non-smoking? Oh, there's only smoking.
Morning.
Morning, Doctor.
Been taking the ragwort, the mandrake, and the bat testicles, have you?
Tell you the truth, Doctor, I'm having difficulty keeping them down.
Really? Well, I think I'm going to put you on live newts. Take 2 a day, between meals, usual method.
Oh, you don't think I could take them orally, do you?
Oh, please! Please, please, not hell, no!
Best I can do at that price.
I've got 2 gold teeth.
That'll do nicely.
This place has cost me a fortune. Doctor?
Yes?
Are you sure I've got the demons?
Oh, positive. Hello? Are there any demons in there? Yes, there are.
See? They're bloody marvellous, aren't these doctors, eh? They can tell what's wrong here by just looking at her. It's marvellous.
Doctor, hello. They brought another one in from the tower. It's been tortured on the rack.
Yes. Looks like he was in for a long stretch.
Morning.
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 Morning. Tremendous spirit, eh?
Yeah, you make a marvellous basketball player.
Yes.
If you want a place in heaven and you think you're sunk, come and talk to the listening monk.
Very slick, this advertising, isn't it? Eh? Very, very slick.
Marvellous.
So then, where are you from?
I'm from Stratford-upon-Avon.
Oh, yeah? What do you do for a living, then?
I'm a playwright.
Are you really?
Yeah.
You could be famous one day. What's your name?
William.
William what?
William Smith.
Oh, really?
Dead?
No.
Dead?
Not yet. Love later. Thanks. Yeah. I hate this place. God, I do. I wish I was home.
I'll tell you something.
What?
This hospital hasn't been the same since Norman Fowler took over.
I agree.
Washington, come back right down the blitz and connect with McCluskey, okay? Let's try it.
We get crushed and smashed. You think we're mugs? But it don't hurt, cause we're on drugs.
I'm the coach, yes, I'm the brain, cause I think of the silly names.
I'm the bridge. Who's that geezer? He's the oven. That's the freezer.
The electric toothbrush.
The bear, that's me, but I don't know why he's called the settee.
Tuvalu hikes to Gunter on the shotgun, grabs Spay on the blitz, but he avoids the sack with a reverse wishbone. McGonagall, corner flagging guards, Brillig with a slimy tobe. Scrambling Gunter leaves a derogatory for Smegma, who slams the weevil on the wainscoting for
Caesar! Ha!